Welcome my fellow wordsmiths. I'm Tim. Different format. We're doing something different in this video. I'm going to take you through how I track my word counts in my Excel word count tracker. Sort of. I'm going to show you how I plan to do it in the future because I've kind of been obsessed with word counts way too much in the past and it's kind of come back to bite me in the ass. I've designed a new one that I will be going through, and yes, you can use this video in a way of how to use that new version of it. And so with that being said, Excel word count tracker, like, subscribe. Yeah, social media. Let's get started. Okay, so what you're seeing on screen right now is the old Excel word count tracker. This is the one that's been linked in the videos below. As you can see here, it shows you just how obsessed I was with word counts. I'm not going over any of this stuff. I just wanted you to see the old one. The only thing I will mention really quickly for this one is what this is right here. This is time broken down into decimals. It's just there for reference when we're recording time. So with that, let's jump into the actual version document I'm gonna be. Okay, so now what you're seeing is the new Excel word count tracker, the one that will now be linked below, as well as the old one. Any text that is in red, you can edit. It's safe to go in and change. If it's in black text on this side of the screen, don't touch it. But you can see this is a much slimmed down version of what the previous one is. It's going to be much easier for me to show you how I'm going to set it up. You'll see as I go. The first thing you do when you come in to this is you come right here. You want to set your start point. So let's say I started it on 11/23/2022. Okay, there we go. As you can see, these dates automatically updated to the current time. But the deadline is now wrong. It's not going to work because it's back in 2020. So let's say I want to give myself a little over 6 months. So let's do June 30, 2023. And I want my word count goal to be 150,000 words. Okay. So you can see that. Right here, it automatically updated how many days are remaining. So I have an idea. For weekly tally, you gotta kind of change something. You need to change one more thing. You need to come over here and change the date. Changing the start of your week. So we're going with 1-23/22. This automatically updates, and then bam, that turned to 0. It recognizes this range for here. Anything you put between these days will tally right there. Anything below the 11/29, it won't count in this portion on this cell. Over here, it will. It'll count the entire. We started on the 23rd. Today, this recording is Friday the 25th. So let's punch in some just random numbers here. So let's say I did 650 on the 23rd. 1200 on the 24th, and today I'm only going to get 320. As you can see right there, this thing's automatically updated. So right now, based on these 3 days, it is April 2023. April 10th, 2023 is when, assuming if I keep bringing as I'm like this, I will complete that. You can see my average word count is roughly about 1,085 words so far for the project. Total for the week is 2,170 words. And as you can see over here, same thing here. This is tallying up this is the overall total. The difference between these two is this is only for 7 days. This will be for the entire project. So let's just throw in a few extra. See how much that popped up right there? Because I had a big number going on. So right there, as you can see here, this is my total there. But now watch what happens when I post something on the 11th, 11:30. Let's just do 300. This did not update. This did. This is going to will be different than this because this is going to be based on the weekly tally. So when you get to here, you will need to go over here and to re-change this date. So once the 11:30 comes up, you need to come in and change this date, and then it will start retelling the week's total at that new date. Okay, we're seeing that, we can see that, but you have time here. You haven't put any time in. You also notice I don't have that time code reference anymore. Well, that's because that's what this is right here. I simplified it. Instead of having all that big chart taking up so much space, I just did a simple formula. So when you come in here, you can see right here, it says 12. When I click on it, I'll do the same thing. You're gonna type in how many minutes you wrote for. So if you wrote for 45 minutes, you're gonna come in here, you're gonna change it to 45 minutes. You can put seconds into this. You will not see a difference in the decimal unless you add more decimal zeros. I generally round up to the closest minute. But once you do that, you click that, it tells you exactly what the decimal is. So let's say on that, I wrote 45, that took me that. I put in 0.75, and it will tell me exactly how many words, an hour I was running. You wrote for an hour in 10. So you come in here, this is the only time you will change this. You're gonna go into this, and that will change it. Do not change the 12 unless you've written over an hour. So now it's right there. Let's say I wrote an hour and that. So I'm going to put 1.17 in here because that represents there. Your hours go here. This is just there. If you don't care about what your daily words per hour were, you don't have to put this in there. It's just there for those if you want to. I like that. I want to know roughly how fast I was writing. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the notes section over here. This is something new for me. One thing that I want to start trying to keep track of is my daily writing. Let's say on day 6 of this week, I just struggled with the scene. Even with my planning, I just could not get into it. There's something about it. I wrote it, but it's complete, but I'm not happy with it. Maybe saying, not happy, hard to write, rewrite, write in edit, in next draft, scene 4. This way, when the draft is finished, I know what I was thinking the day I wrote it, not at the end of the draft. As I'm writing, I know what I'm thinking, and I know exactly where it is. So I hope this actually is very helpful for you, and if you want to use it, you can now for that. That's it. You've made it to the end of this video. If it was helpful and you enjoyed it, why not smash that like button and subscribe? Are you struggling to stay motivated while writing for either NaNoWriMo or just writing in general? By clicking the video way over there, you know, the one on the other side of the screen. Yeah, click that one where I give you 4 of my best tips on how to stay motivated while writing. And I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye.